Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock, and we'll take a look at then AMD, SMCI, ARM, Broadcom, and Micron. Guys, tomorrow is the day on Nvidia. We have earnings tomorrow. Are short sellers gonna be blown up tomorrow? Is that what's going to happen? So let's take a look at that from the lens of technicals in this video. As you are aware about, we have a lot of short sellers piling up here. Now today's data will come in the evening, and if you have access to my tool, you can plug and play and see what the data is like. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below of this video. As we make our way through the semiconductors, I will be talking about SMCI on the Hindenburg report as well. They are big short sellers and they pointed out a couple of things on SMCI. It came out this morning, which I didn't talk about in the morning, but in this video I'll talk about a little bit on that as well. But just be prepared. Tomorrow Nvidia will be whatever it does. Guys, look, I don't know what's gonna happen during that earnings time. Alright, technicals don't work when the earnings are happening. We may have a great earnings, great guidance, stock may fall. Or it can be other way around as well. Everything could be bad, stock may go up, price may go up, right? Or things can be good, price may go up, things can be bad, price may go down. And it could be other way as well, as I said, right? Things may be bad, price may go up, things may be good, price may go down. No one knows what's going to happen during that time of the earnings. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab popcorns and just going to watch the, listen to the earnings and watch the price action make its thing. But I won't be betting anything big during that earnings time. Now, if you're familiar with my Junior Trader dividend investing channel, where I hold Nvidia's covered call position in my dividend portfolio, I'll be holding that, continue to hold that. I haven't made any changes since the last video. So if you want to know details about how much Nvidia I hold, how much I held, how much I sold, what profits am I in, also with Tesla and other finance ETFs, healthcare ETFs, you name it, a lot of ETFs, utility, energy ETFs, everything I hold here. Check the videos out on this channel as well. Link to this Junior Trader dividend investing channel is in the description of this video below. All right. And also check out Tesla, Spike EQ, Rivian, Lucid. I have been talking about those as well today on my channel, just like usual. So check it out on this channel as well, Junior Trader. All right. So let's get back over here and let's begin with Nvidia, guys. Once I also let you know, oh my god, wow, so many things, Junior Trader. Well, none of this is any financial advice and it's only for education purposes. All right. So you are seeing that from the last week, we have been having huge short sellers piling up here, right? This very level of 130 is the zone of squeeze, right? Now, the thing is that structure technically hasn't turned bearish, all right? And this is where this is so high short volume person that I have never seen on Nvidia, and I'm laughing to myself because as we squeeze, let's say if earnings squeezes the price above 130, oh wow, these short sellers are going to be in so much pain. They're gonna end up covering their position, and this amount of short sellers gonna cover, and I'm not saying all of them going to cover. Some may just remain still stupid and just hold on forever until they blow up their account. But this will add a lot of cover, which in other words, buying pressure. And because the price action right now is not confirming the downside. So if this squeeze happens above 130, price is going to like rocket, in my opinion, right? Now, as I said, anything can happen during the earnings time. We'll take a look at the downside possibilities as well. But so right now, guys, so I don't trade during the earnings time, and I even hold off during the intraday trades. I play very small during the day of the earnings as well. So, but here's the thing. Technically, the structure on Nvidia is still bullish. Again, I'll be showing you a lot of tools here in my videos, guys. If you need access to my tools, links are in the description below. Nvidia structure still remain bullish here, even through the pullbacks, red candles. We are still in the bullish structure. We are still holding green structure here. That is the bullish structure. So nothing has really changed on Nvidia from that perspective. And also the way that today's candle has closed, it has closed really nice, really nice. And so as long as we're above 50 and 20 days moving average, we are just fine. If after earnings we lose 118, that's where we have a bigger problem. Then we have broken the chart, we have broken the structure, we're going down then, right? 118 below. If Nvidia can hold through the blue box or above this blue box before earnings, after earnings, or through earnings, we will still be fine. But I want to see the squeeze. That's why I'm gonna grab popcorns, enjoy the, if the squeeze happens, enjoy the, the squeeze. But also I will be just interested to see what the price action does, right? So yeah, that's that though. So let's take a look at hourly interval. Let's take a look at what the price action is doing there. So we had a good buy with the double bottom. This candle I told you about yesterday as well, to keep an eye on this area because we had a strong buying candle yesterday, a wick formed. And today was the level to watch was if we can get above 20 and 50 with the break above 127, this can continue higher. You can see we broke, did a pullback, just got bought back up, and things are not bad. Even for tomorrow, let's say even before earnings, we have the whole day to go through. As long as Nvidia can hold above 20 and 50 hours moving average tomorrow, it's just an upside play. Now, it's usually that things may remain choppy. You might see some, if things have been going up until earnings time, you might see last hour some slowness, sell off. So tomorrow is going to be a little bit choppy day, undecisive day in my opinion, but we are technically in a bullish structure overall as well. Overall and also on the daily interval, things are looking good. So gave you the levels to watch for even intraday, 127 and above, and also above 20 and 50 is fine on the structure for the upside. Below that, sure, intraday weakness again, but overall structure, now the earnings will define what happens. A big massive squeeze blowing up all those short sellers, or we're gonna, again, 118 is the complete break of the chart to the downside if Nvidia does that after earnings. We'll see what happens. No one knows what's gonna happen during that earnings time, okay? So just be prepared accordingly, size out your positions. Well, technically, if you have been seeing my videos on my channel, if you aren't, I would highly suggest check out the videos on Nvidia. You can just load the playlist, guys. Just go to the playlist tab, click on Nvidia playlist and all other stocks, whichever you want to check out. Those videos will come up all in sequence. And so this is where the $106 level I was talking about back then, that we'll have a massive potential move because that's going to be bullish stuff. And I gave you my modeling principles as well. My indicator wraps up a lot of those principles already. So just get access to my indicator. That's just easiest way. And then links to my tools are in the description below and of this video. And then, yeah, we got this massive move. Now, I have sized out, from my dividend position as well on Nvidia's ETF and all some other positions that of Nvidia I have held in my portfolios. I have sized down in this area to take the opportunity of this move. And my opinion is before earnings, just lighten up your position. Not saying that liquidate everything, but just a little bit lighten up, reduce the risk, enjoy the profits, right? Take partial profits, right? But again, you can go and do whatever you want, right? I'm just providing my opinion, educational opinion. You are free to do whatever you want to do. I'm not telling you what you have to do, okay? I'm just providing my opinion. Now, so yeah, things are, not bad on Nvidia for the bulls. We'll see what happens tomorrow, right? We have a, setup for a big squeeze as well. So just keep that in mind. And wow, it will be interesting to see if all those short sellers just blow up tomorrow. Wow. All right, we'll see what happens. As I said, no one knows what's going to happen during that period of earnings. But also keep in mind, if even before earnings, if we even break out above 130 on a strong, good candle on lower time frame, we'll see what happens. But yeah, this is the level. Short sellers are really pounding it down, but price action hasn't turned bearish. So we'll see what happens. All right, so that's Nvidia. Let's take a look at AMD now. So AMD, guys, is a little bit in the downward structure, and I won't be surprised if it tests 20 days moving average, but tomorrow's Nvidia's earnings may affect it one way or the other. We just don't know. Expect all semiconductors to be affected in one way or the other in the post market tomorrow when the Nvidia's earnings are happening. We just don't know what the correlation will be like. AMD, until then, intraday, if we get above 151, some upside is possible. Otherwise, no. The next downside is though below 200 hours moving average. That's AMD. All right, let's go to SMCI, and I want to talk about that Hindenburg report as well here. So let's load that up. Here we go. So remember, when the report came, SMCI did sell off, but it got bought back up eventually, and we'll talk about technicals as well. So what they say is, Hindenburg said a 3-month investigation of the company found that it had rehired executives who were directly involved in an accounting scandal in 2018 when Supermicro was temporarily delisted from NASDAQ for failing to file financial statements. In August 2020, the Securities and Exchange Commission charged Supermicro with widespread accounting violations, mainly related to more than $200 million in improperly recognized revenue and understated expenses, resulting in artificially elevated sales, earnings, and profit margins. Less than 3 months after paying a $17.5 million fine to the SEC, the company rehired executives, Hindenburg said, citing litigation records and interviews with former employees. The company also allegedly reverted back to its former accounting practices. Hindenburg also noted that the company's much touted liquid cooling technology actually appears to be designed by AVGO, a company based in Taiwan and controlled by Supermicro CEO Charles Liang's brothers. Oh wow, a lot of stuff happening here, guys. AVGO is also partially owned by Liang and his wife Sarah. Supermicro has been touting its liquid cooling technologies as one of its key differentiators. A former employee of AVGO also stated that Supermicro was showcasing AVGO's liquid cooling solutions at the 2022 Supercomputing Conference in Dallas per their LinkedIn. Hindenburg wrote in its report, adding that AVGO has received a few patents in liquid cooling technology. Anyways, so you get my point. There is a lot of allegations being put by Hindenburg on potential violations of accounting practices and so forth, and how there's just all this facade, scandals and everything. Supermicro Computer is writing, in other words, a inappropriate ride, and it's fraudulently, as it's being alleged, right, by Hindenburg, right? So, and they disclose their short position, Hindenburg, right? So the reason Hindenburg does it publicly, because they provide these background information so that no one points finger at Hindenburg, hey, you are manipulating the market. They come up with some of these statements to conclude that there's a reason for them to short sell. They are not manipulating the market and short selling by creating false reports. And that's why Hindenburg provides this little bit of a background as well to this information. Now, stock price did react to that sell-off. So if we go down there, so you can see we had a sell-off, right? Down here. We did get bought back up. However, we are not stabilizing yet here. Right now, the reason technically also it got a little bit bought back up is we were testing the bottom side, right? Double bottom side of a recent price action. But as I talked about in the morning as well, technically though, and I'm still going to trade it technically, guys, right? Yes, all these news and everything as the volatility, but you can see still technicals work as how we can still play them, right? So that's what I still will be focusing technically. And right now, as I said in the morning as well, unless and until I'm not seeing some consolidation or stabilization, that's what we'll need to see first. Then only this good buying that happened in this candle, we'll have to see some potential more consolidation here, support forms, and getting above significant level with 20 hours moving average. That's what will give it some more strength again. Otherwise, no. And we'll see what Nvidia's earnings does it tomorrow. But anyways, right now, structure, if it can stabilize here, we'll see. But otherwise, no, it's in the downtrend here, right? So right now, it's in the downtrend still. So it couldn't break out and above of 630, which would have given it some upside, but it's going the other direction. And then Hindenburg also coming out today. And but again, technicals today, again, if it would have been somewhere here 478 and then Hindenburg would have released that report and price would have flushed, I don't think it would have come back the way it has, because technicals would have favored the flush then, right? Break of the previous pivot. Today, previous pivot held technically, at least for the day, even after such a big report. So it shows you that how important technical trading is, right? Okay, so that's SMCI. Let's take a look at ARM. So ARM at one time almost broke the structure, but 126 still held that level that I have been telling you about, and so technically is somehow still able to close in a bullish structure overall. And so yeah, right now it's still stabilized itself here above 20 days moving average and above 126. So let's go to the hourly interval tomorrow. What are the levels to watch? Again, Nvidia's earnings will affect, guys, okay? So it got bought back up with that 220 days moving average, 200 hours moving average, and 126. So you get my point. The more confluence, the better. And we got that confluence worked out today. And intraday, it has formed a higher pivot and taking out a previous pivot lows. And this blue box that I provided, if we can recapture this, will be starting to get fine again. And that's what ARM is doing here. So yes, intraday, as long as now it stays above the bottom of the blue box, that is 129 and 36 cents, continues to stay above it, we are continuing to stay bullish. And overall structure still remained bullish. All right, so that's that. All right, let's take a look at Broadcom. Seems like this thing had quite a massive dip today and then is getting bought back up, but 20 days moving average was the level to watch. So it has recaptured above 50 days moving average itself. Some upside is possible as if it continues to stay above 161 and 46 cents. All right, that's a possibility tomorrow. Again, Nvidia's earnings can affect everything. Micron still stays in the downward structure. I'm not seeing neither a pivot nor a strong upside momentum. It's still in the downtrend. I'm not seeing any upside right now on this. Its structure has broken again, and if I show you that, you can see we are still in the broken structure. I'm not seeing any change of the structure to the upside. It's still weak, a little bit of a rebound today, nothing more than that on this one. Alright guys, well that's it for this video, and if you found it helpful, valuable, please hit the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next videos. Take care guys, bye.